Because that's one of the things that I have noticed about gaslighting in general is that I think at one time or another, all of us have been guilty of it. I don't think there's a single person who can say they have never gaslit anybody, ever. And I started to really understand the term, what it is. I realized I gaslit my kids. I and it probably more often than I'm uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable admitting. If I was to redo that again, now what I know now, go back and do that then, I would have really handled raising my children a whole lot differently. Gaslighting is really, in fact, it's not in the DSM-5. It's not taught in graduate school, and it actually comes from a movie. So, gaslighting is really a fancy way of saying that you're offloading your uncomfortable feelings to someone else's reaction. You're instead of you owning what's happening between you and them and you doing something about it, you make the problem the other person. It happens lots of ways. Here's how I did it to my children. I have a feeling a lot of moms are with me or a lot of parents are with me on this. I'd be trying to get out of the house. I'm trying to get to work. I'm trying to drop the kids off to school. The morning's not going smoothly. We're now packing our backpacks, and then suddenly one of the kids has an issue. Maybe forgot something, or maybe remembered something, or maybe their shoes aren't quite fitting right, or they asked for a new pair of shoes and we forgot and we didn't get the new pair of shoes. But some issue comes up as we're heading out of the door, and my child would start to melt down. And I would look at them and say, "What is your issue? Will you just pull it together, please? Or do you have to make everything such a big deal?" Instead of saying, "Yes, you know what? We didn't plan for this very well, and I'm not running on time. We're not running on time. I understand you're upset. Let's deal with it when you get home." See, that would have been a better way to get through it. Instead of like handling it by me accepting the fact that this was not a perfect circumstance, instead I make it about my child and then tell my child their reaction is problematic, making them feel bad for having a reaction. That's simply gaslighting in a nutshell. When we're really healthy in ourselves and we have a good sense of self-esteem, we aren't failure or mistakes or difficulty doesn't make us feel insecure or bad, then we roll with those moments. We're able to take that feedback from the other person, even discomfort or stress of that other person's discomfort. We're able to take that feedback and own it and do something with it, do something healthy. We're able to kind of identify the issue, identify how we're feeling, maybe have other suggestions of what we could do differently. We don't feel ashamed. We don't feel insecure. And even if it's embarrassing, let's admit not everybody says things that we're comfortable with. Say that you do something to a friend that really embarrassed them and they said, "Why did you say that?" And you're thinking, "Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to embarrass them. I feel stupid." In that moment, you have a choice. You can either own that you affected your friend unintentionally or intentionally and then talk about it, or you can then take that, shift it to your friend and make them out to be weird, sensitive, crazy, problematic. You can turn it and flip it and project that problem back to them for bringing the issue up. That's a choice we always face. And the healthier we are, the more able we are to deal with our uncomfortable reactions to how we affect people.